Easily don't
Yeah,
go
we don't
away.
start yet because the
We
president,
here
we're waiting for the
in the
president
movement
to
for now
come.
on.
President,
I
one
will be
second.
giving the line up to our panelists where they will be hosting and Madam Edith Poa.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon to our viewers, well wishers, our listener. This is Voice of Gede platform. We are opportune this time to host the national president of the Grand Gede Association in America, Madam Edith Taino Poor. Uh, she's our guest today. We will be talking variety of issues regarding our county. We want our president of this great institution to be able to tell us and how things are running in the association. Before we start with the national president, uh, I will ask my co-host to play their theme song. Co-host, the theme song on our platform there. Please play the national president music, please. We gotta respect. Check in the player that you got it, please. Let's do it the first few minutes.
Obligatory color, we're on a broadcast. This is a national radio, so we don't want to portray those kind of
Can you please play the president's song?
Mr.
We are honoring her. We hosted the
Mr.
president.
Kala, this is what I'm saying. We are on our oath. So let the president introduce the president, and then we come straight to the system.
Okay, my co-host is hesitant. He won't run politics anything, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we're sorry. We have been Federal Grand Gede County. We have been aired around the world. You want to follow us on Twitter, on YouTube, on our WhatsApp page. You'll be dying. Our WhatsApp number will pin everything soon. You'll have the opportunity to call after we have heard from our national president. We'll give you the opportunity to call in. When you're in Liberia, feel free. We have been relayed on Voice of Gede FM 88.5. I think you see our guy in studio there. That's Louis Jonsiaza. He loves to be called Radio Gladiator, but he will be relaying for us today. And like we said, this is a cool and relaxed show. Please listen to the national president today. We're sorry for the time. We have some little technical issues. That's why we are at least late an hour. But nevertheless, we get our national president here for 2 hours to hear from her. So, by the way, introduction, I'm Brother Omega G. Collar, your host on the Voice of Gede platform today. And my co-host will be calling his name.
I'm Pierre Gassos Brain.
That's the co-host. I think our man in studio was on just now. I saw him, but I don't know what I missed him. Are you there? You got him?
Yeah, he's still on ongoing technical services. So I mean,
Okay.
let's
While
go
we're
ahead.
still working on that, we will ask the national president to introduce herself, please. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I would like to express our thanks and appreciation to the Voice of Gede on behalf of Grand Gede Association in the Americas. To all the listening audience out there, we want you to please take the time to get involved into the discussion, and we are willing to be able to address your concern. When I say we, as a national president, I'm speaking on behalf of Grand Gede Association. So I'm ready. For those who don't know me, I'm the national president for Grand Gede Association. My name is Edith Taino Power. 2 terms, national president. I serve as vice president under the leadership of President Timonwani Collins. We also serve for 2 terms. And of course, I have a lot of ideas when it comes to Grand Gede Association activities. And if I don't have your answer tonight, I'll be able to get back to you with, I will promise to get back to you and give you the answer that I don't have to provide. So that engage, I will ask Mr. Kala, my former national GGAA Chairman of the Board of Directors, and also Mr. Augusta Way. I'm ready for the discussion. Thanks for having me tonight.
Thank you. That is the voice of the national president, Madam Edith Taino Poa. Thank you for the brief introduction, Madam President. We would like to start with congratulating you for your second term in office. We are grateful we was opportune to attend the election and you came out victorious on time within your association leadership. Some of us have the opportunity of watching your inaugural program. And something surprising for one I saw, and that I couldn't get over. And I thought it wise to at least find out from you how you did this before we dive into the actual conversation. During your inaugural program, like I say, I was not able to attend because of reason best known to myself. But we saw you were able to put one key man of the Grand Gedeh Association, one of the former president, who since he took over, he been away for the time. But this time around, he was also opposition during the election. And according to him, the process was not fair. He was dissatisfied with how things went, and he went with his team. To be specific, it's Mr. former President Augustin Menye. But during your inaugural, we saw the former president, Mr. Augustin B. Menye, in our hall celebrating. How do you manage to get President Augustin B. Menye to attend that program?
The question, and to me, I would like to say how did Mr. Augustine Menye muster the courage to come to the inaugural program after heated debate of, like political issues within our community. But hey, then the answer would be the love for his county and his people made him to come to our event. Election is just an activity. When it's over, and there will always be another day or another election according to our constitution. And he understands that. Mr. Augustine Menye is such a loving person. He has love for his people. And at a given point in time, he felt like things were not okay. But later on, he decided to let go of everything and put the union first and put our county and people first. I say kudos to him, and history will judge him for what he did. Beautiful question.
Thank you, Madam President. Mr. Augustin Menye is a born Grenadian. He saw the election, he came and gone. He thought it wise that he should come back on board to serve his country and the people. What a thought. Madam President, there are other leaders, former leaders, that have left Grand Gedeh Association and they choose to stay away. How are you doing to get these people back on board? Now that you have gotten to Augustine Menye, you got him on board, are you reaching out to others?
Yes. This year, we are reaching out to people. It is important for us to work together as a team, regardless of what you come from. It is important for us to work together. like a saying that goes, a house that is divided against itself should never stand. So it is very important. This team, we believe in unity. We believe in going after people to get, for us to work together. And of course, Mr. Our chairman, once the chairman will always be chairman, our national chairman, Mr. Minka Kala. You know how the union is. We all have been battle tested. We also you know, all try to reach out to people to see what we can do to put this union together. And one of the things that this poor in our team is willing to do is to reach out to people for us to unite. And you can see how much work we are putting into this. Across the nation, we are even stepping outside the country to reach out. So you can see that the membership is growing, and those former leaders, I hope they find reason to be able to come back for those who are holding on to whatever it is. I pray that God gave them the energy, the understanding, the wisdom to be able to understand that, hey, a house that is divided against itself should never stand. And we must hold together.
Thank you, Madam President. A house that divided among itself shall not stand. What a strong statement, Madam President. Recently, we just had an election. You went against Honorable Otavio Bestman Gamel. And for whatever reason, his team walked out of the election. Since then, we just heard recently that they have their launching program, launching their uh, team. Bueno, I don't know whether it's a new institution they are trying to come up with. Do you hear anything of such? And have you reached out to him to know why he decided to do that?
I think
Madam
she
President, are you there?
she's frozen. She frozen. Omika Kala. So I mean,
Okay, I think
let
the
us give-
internet of the president.
yeah. Let us get this straight. I mean, she just dropped. So I mean, that's her. I don't know how to call it. That's diplomatic work. So I don't think it's going to be appropriate for her to ask what kind of a question here. So why is
That's okay.
yeah, we want to bring her here to answer questions that will
We'll get
benefit.
there. We'll
Yeah,
get there. It's about Grand Gede Association. We'll
that will
get there.
benefit the county. So this
Yeah,
is
that wait,
why
that
we
wait,
brought her here.
that wait for the president.
Yeah, and she on the radio. She's right now live on the radio. So I mean, we don't want that. Okay, now she's back. She right back. Like,
I
let's play.
apologize.
Yeah, it's okay, Mama. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know what happened, but it's due to technical reason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but my co-host was, but my host was asking you the scenario between
Yeah, Madam President. Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
The concern here was your opposition or your opponent, by the name of Bestman Otavio Gamer or Otavio Bestman Gamer. We learned that, and we heard and we saw the clip that recently he just launched his team, I would say. Are you aware of that? And if so, have you reached him since the election was over? And if so, have you invited him as well to your inaugural?
The first question, if we reach out to Mr. Gilman, yes, we reached out to Mr. Gilman. I personally reached out to him twice. The vice president placed a call, and I was on the conference line when he answered. The vice president introduced me to him and said, the president is on the line, and he hung up the phone. Since then, we haven't spoken to him. So since the election, my two calls to him, and I also placed call to Manager Josephine Sloot, no answer. And the call that was connected by the national vice president, His Excellency Isaac Nauer, that he actually dropped the call. Since then, we haven't spoken. Question number two, if I'm aware of his organization. Very sensitive question.
No, I'm not done.
And the issue of
Show on it.
Mr. Gilman actually trying to establish another union after engaging a process and later on decided to form another organization. And that's the same exact name that he used to participate in the process. Now it's called Amueno. Some people may say, oh, you know what? He wants to establish his organization. But I just want to say in life, you got to be careful what people say to you. Mr. Gilmer is very young. He has he has a whole future ahead of him instead of him trying to muddy the water for himself. You do not engage the process and later on you form an organization and you expect people to say, hey, yeah, we're going to take him. In fact, said this man, he's doing pretty well. I must say, gone are those days for us to be able to say, you know what, we're going to encourage division. The more we continue to do this, the more we're going to struggle. Like I said in the beginning of this, a house that is divided against itself, you know, should never stand. So we need to encourage unity instead of division. We just came from the in convention May. We are almost going into another year. So this year is almost about to expire. How long is it going to take for him to come? But I hope he knows that forming the organization and establishing another organization will be a problem for him because people are watching. And if I were him, I wouldn't do that. But he has his own will to do whatever he wants to do.
Okay,
He
but
has
a
his own
president,
will to do.
but a president, I got a question for you. We have two fragments. The first fragmented or group came from Fragrant. Now this is Ominka, this is Otavia Gamer again. So, what is the population of the Grand Gede Association, the Grand Gede population in America, the Grand Gede in America? Why are they? I mean, I'm just saying something like that. Like, we got two people. If we get two million people, and the two people carry 500,000 each, it left 1 million. So, are you doing to incorporate these people back within your union?
And that's a very good question.
Oh, she just left. I mean, we are here. This is for the Gede.
Hello?
Yeah,
Can you
hello,
guys hear
hello.
me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now, man. We're hearing you. We hearing you. Hello, we hearing her.
Hello?
Yeah, we are here. Now she
Okay,
just
ladies and
left.
gentlemen, we're sorry. We know we all dealing with technologies. Probably the internet is giving the national president a little problem there. So please, if you are watching, please share the show. You can follow us, as we say, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram. Uh, we are live there. We are also live on 88.5 on the local station in Liberia, but specifically in Zuedu Grand Gede County. But you can be any part of the world to monitor that. It's www.voiceofgedefm 88.5. And then you get on the side there, you just press the play button, you will be monitoring. Please share the show as we are with the national president. We got more. We got a national president here for 2 hours, though. Trust me.
Yeah, no, not 2 hours. You can't entertain the honorable woman here for 2 hours. You know, she got other executive order. She got other executive confirm the assignment. So she just got back here. So I gotta click on her so she can come back. Oh yeah, I gotta click on her and see her. She's in the background. Now there you go. There you go. She's back.
I just went on airplane mode and I hope I'm not interrupt because I interrupted. I keep getting
It's
so
okay.
confused.
It's okay, mommy. It's okay. Now you the president. Any mistake you make, all that will accept it.
So much. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the question was, Grand Association in America has been fragmented,
Mm-hmm.
and the first person to spearhead fragmentation was Fred Gwynn. And then we came out again, and then I don't know if Fred Gwynn is influent on the Dadwe at all, or Dadwe is influent on the Amwenu. So they came out during the voting process. I was over there. I monitor. I was on the floor doing a debate and what have you. And then out of the setting, time for the voting process, people start backing up because of how it went. You know, and I saw a Gilmore team walking away without casting a ballot. So now Fred Grant is gone. Fred Grant been gone 4 years before the other election happened. So why are you doing this? These are Grandidian that just cutting away from the Grandidian Association in America. So what will you do in your as a president to remind them they are Grandidian?
And this should be as a national president. We in the union in the post administration we tried. We reached out. And you cannot tell me say the union is where it used to be before. You can see the energy people are bringing on board. You see the establishment of chapters. You see the establishment. Like people are all energized to make sure that we do things that will actually provide the needed services for our people here and back home. Cringidians, most Cringidians, very few people who want to hold on to like, oh, okay, we're going to divide ourselves. When you look at, you just mentioned GGAD, most of GGA members are all on the side of GGAA. And I can tell you right now tonight, you know, there's an event going on right now in the Metro DC chapter. Hopefully when this program is over, I will be driving like almost 2 hours plus to go to that event. And one of the active members, in fact, she and her husband, they used to be very involved with GGAD. They no longer participate with GGAD. GGA members, most of them have left the union and they are on the side of GGAA. If GGAD did not survive, I don't know why Mr. Gilman think that GG and Amwenu will survive, because GGA, we cannot, the people of the county, this is the mother organization. It doesn't belong to any one of us. We came in this country, we met this union here, it was established in 1975. You participated in a process, you should be able to actually have the desire to complement the other team and be able to work alongside with them. Staying aside, forming another organization, it is indeed a bad idea and it should be discouraged. No one should allow that to happen. But again, it takes two to make a relationship work. We reached out to him, like I said, two to three different times. He's determined to be called president. And if he's called president, a couple of years from now, he probably wants to serve this union. He would be faced with his own activities. So he will be judged by what he did, and Mr. Gilman to Mr. Gwen also. So those that are joining him, I hope they find reason the Grandidians. You tell me, Mr. Gwen, the union. Look at it. Look at the amount of people. I was just in Texas chapter that was there a long time ago. Look at the kind of a beautiful convention they had. Right. I'm about to go to DC Metro tonight. DC Metro was dead long time. We brought it back. There are a lot of other chapters. So you can just focus on people who are actually saying that no matter what it takes, they must lead. If they are not accepted by the people, they're gonna break away. We do not have any kind of a energy to go after individuals who are actually focused on doing just that. But we look forward to seeing them, and I hope they do the right thing. And the right thing is they must join us to be able to work together to do things for our people, not to divide us.
Oh, thank you very much,
They,
Madam President. Go ahead, Omega. Go ahead.
they should be able to join us to do the right thing so we can serve our people. Now come to our county. We have the Grand Gedeh Diaspora Voice, who is headed by Madam Annie Cooper Wilson Sisse. Since the Burkinabe issue, this group, we started hearing about them. And they said they are working towards the inflow of the Burkinabes in county, Grand Gedeh County. And they've been trying to reach you. So you guys can work together and see how best you can eradicate the number of Burkinabes that are poorly in county. And they have been unfortunate to get you, Madam President.
When you say they, are you referring to Madam Cooper?
Sese, I said. I don't
Okay.
know who is Cooper, but I know
Yeah,
Sese.
Mana Sese,
Yeah.
Cooper Sese,
The
Annie Cooper
Grandian
Sese.
Diaspora Voice chair, co-chairperson, or acting chair.
So, are you quoting her? Did she say she tried to reach out to me and she's not getting me, or what is it?
Yeah, she said she has tried numerous occasions inviting you to the meeting or so, and you have no avail. Even before the election, she told you, and you told her, oh, this is the electoral process. We are in, it's hot now. So she understand that time, they feel what was going on, so she gave you the time. But after that, she reached out to you again that this Burkinabe issue is a cruel issue. Our people are not informed. We need to go on with awareness. We need to be able to tell our people that it's not okay to sell our land to foreigners, even though the Constitution of Liberia don't permit that. But if we are not here to inform our people what's the advantage and the disadvantage in these things, they will not get the idea. But again, you were not able to join her in the process. So that's why she told us. So do you have anything towards that? And if so, the Burkinabe issue in county, have you, as a national president of the Grand Gede Association in America, have addressed that issue? And if so, how far?
Okay. Beautiful questions. So when it comes to Mana Annie Cooper Sisse, let me give you a little background of Mana Annie Cooper Sisse. Madam Cooper, she served for several years as president of the New York chapter. She also ran as a presidential candidate, as a national presidential candidate for this great union, GGAA. Why am I saying this? Her husband also was very involved. He's one of the veterans. May his soul rest in peace. You know, her, her former husband, he was very, very involved, her late husband, into this union. So when we're talking about Annie Cooper Sisse, we are talking about a veteran of this union. So when you say she called me, we are talking about GGAA, right?
Yes.
When G have you seen Madam Say to any of GGAA functions? I have invited her several times to come to GGA functions and meetings, right? So I hope it's not the reverse play. I don't know if you heard her rightly about me not going to. She called me about Burkinabe's activities in Grand Gede, and I did not go and meet with her. She invited me to a Uber conference line one night, and when I tried to join the line, I was unsuccessful, and I did not get on a line that night. I respect her. I look forward with working with her. Every time we have something, we reach out to Madam Cooper. And of course, so when she said that she reached out to you and informing you, she tried to get hold of me to say, hey, let me let you guys know when we took over GGAA, we have so many challenges. We got a lot of things to do. We are not going to just jump. When someone says jump, we say hi, hi. We have activities. We have things to do. We have things on our table. We have meetings. We have advisors. We have the board that we all listen to and work together as a team. So if someone said, do this, and this did not happen, if she said she told me if to come to a meeting, she probably did that. I know Mana said, let me give you one credit that to let you know the kind of a relationship we do have. So maybe I missed that part of it and we did not interact. But she went to Liberia, she visited the college, she called me and said she even sent a communication regarding the activities at the college. And to her credit, the information that she brought, I connected with her. And we were able to connect the Grand Gedeh woman to be able to reopen because her focus was the nursing department. And I told her, I said, Mana Sese, we are already engaged in that process. So you can please and please relax. And there we will definitely see what we can do to be able to reestablish the Grand Gedeh nursing department. As we speak, we have a letter in our possession from Madam Sese actually extending special thanks to this junior to say, look, you know what, you guys to tell her how much she's impressed with our activities. So for you to say, Mana Sese, and the reason I'm asking because you never really saw her at GGA function to say, oh, you ask her at the function or the activities. Maybe she may have placed a phone call. I don't know which platform you guys used, but she's one person that we dearly respect, and we have so much things to do. And she should understand that if she called me or she asked me to do something and I did not, I am so we are so booked with GGA activities. So I don't want her to feel like she called me and we ignore her.
Madam President, if you say, have I ever seen Madam Sese at a GGAA section? Are you saying because she don't attend GGA session and she was former leader and she served the union and she can't show up to GGA function and she choose to establish the Grand Gideon diaspora voice? Is that what to advocate? Because, as she said, she feel that GGA is a not-for-profit and they are getting in the political reign. So is that what you distance yourself from her? For
No, I
which
did not
she placed a
listen.
call to you, as she said on this platform. She invited you to the meeting. She invited your chaplain, and it was only your chaplain, Beatrice Henfel Swain, that attended that meeting. And when we got that, we invited the 3 district presidents, and we were opportune to have 2. And the 3rd meeting, according to her, she invited, and I think Rena attended that meeting that she said, where they have their structure of leadership and they also change their name now. Instead of Grand Gideon Diaspora Voice, they are Global something. I don't want to mess it because I know something about global. But are you saying because she don't attend your function, is that why she invited you, you choose to stay away
I'm
as
glad you
president of this great union?
I'm glad you're seeking clarity on that. No, I did not say because she did not attend the event. I said, have you seen her to any GGA events? She complained to you though. She said, I did not go to her meeting, right? So I'm saying, have you seen her to in a GGA program? She was, and I gave you a little background of her. So if she's gonna say, look, I invited the president to this activity and she did not show up, then what happened? She should understand that GGA we have so much activities because she's not coming to events. She know this junior right now. In fact, like I said, I received a letter from her letting us know that we are doing a great job this administration. So that's how basic we are, you know. So if I can, I told you
So,
she invited me.
Madam
She sent me
President,
a Zoom link, and I did not, due to technical problem, I did not appear. That's what I said. But I ask you, so you need to go back to her. Why aren't you going to GGA program? You serve as a president of New York chapter. You were former national and presidential Kennedy. What happened? We're talking about GGAA. Then maybe she will
Madam
understand
President,
why I'm not going to the meetings and stuff.
Madam President,
Yes.
there's a
Madam
plural
President,
issue in
Madam
county.
President, Madam President, or Omega Carla, listen, this is the voice of Gede, the radio service of the Gede Communication Network Incorporated. We are broadcasting live on the internet. We're broadcasting live in radio. It's being heard in Maryland County, Sano, River G, and the River Cess and Pond County. And we are entertaining the president of the Grand Gede Association in America. So if you want to participate in this broadcast, you want to talk to the president, you have to dial this number is it's a Western number. You want to dial this number 218-213-4053 and speak directly to the president on our via telephone. So we are here discussing Grand Gede Association. So be it. Go ahead, Mr. Kala.
Oh, thank you, Madam President, Honorable Co-host, Madam President. Well, I don't want to keep pushing you on the question because from what you're saying, Madam Sese is not showing also. You're too busy to show her to an event. But I think this is a crucial issue. You are president of the Grand Gede
So let me
Association
make
in
that
America.
clarification. Let me make that. I said she invited me at her program. She sent me the link, and due to technical problem, I was able to join that
Oh, okay.
conference, that link. I
Okay.
said that's at least this is
Okay.
my third time. But I said, have you seen her to GGA event? She is not going to GGA because if she is very involved, like coming to the meetings and see all these things. She definitely wanna and Copa Sese will understand that we are so busy. She would not say, "Oh, I called the person and the chaplain went to the event, to the meeting, and therefore because the chaplain went and I didn't go, so I don't know what you're trying to establish."
So, Madam
But I
President,
said,
we will
mhm,
also other Madam President, other
yeah,
viewer and listener must say, okay, so you are busy. Have you extended any invitation to her as well to attend any of
of
your meeting
course.
or session?
I said we have reached out to her. I have placed personal phone calls. She answered. She returned calls. We invited her, and also we kind of reached out to not just me. So it's not like I'm. If I wasn't, if we did not extend invitation to her, I wouldn't say, why. I wouldn't say she's not coming to the event because we are talking about our leaders, former leaders. These, the leaders should be the one to show us. It's not like when your term is over, you stay aside, and then later on we just move on. Now we're talking about Grand Gede Association. So if my term is over, of course, I will respect the leader, but I will also be able to support the union as it is. So if we are calling and reaching out and say, look, please help us and come to meeting. We are having this event. We inviting her. And it's not the case, but only to tell me tonight that she complained to you and say I did not attend her meeting. I don't know. So that's what I ask.
Thank you, Madam President. The Burkinabe issue in county. The Grand Gede Diaspora Voice, we've been following them. They made a jingle. They got their people on ground. They're trying their weak way to see how best they can minimize the flow of Burkinabe in Grand Gede County. What have your administration have to say towards that? Or if you guys doing anything?
With the issue of the Burkina Faso, I know they have, like you said, people got education going around, the jingles and stuff. Miss Mana Sese is heading that organization to make sure to address all of that, and they are working as well. And Grenadines pretty much around. We have received couple of calls regarding the issue of the people in our land, talking about 48,000. We are talking about 48,000 people, according to the Liberian Immigration Service, LIS. We have 48,000 of those people, the Burkinabes, in our county. All right. So, yeah, this is what, and this administration, if before, that's why the first thing we did when we took over,
I flew to Liberia to say we want to be able to work with the county leadership. And I was blessed to have all five of the caucus team, the members, to be at that meeting, and they give us the assurance that they were going to work with us. Aside from that, we also wrote the superintendent. We talk about, we invited everyone. We have a room that is established for us to be able to work together. The county has leaders. The country has leaders. We need to be able to work with the team to see exactly what's going on. We are not gonna shy away from making sure that our country deserve the best and have the best. And we are not gonna be the one to stay aside to say, look, you know what? While these people are in the country, in the bushes, we're talking about 48,000 people, all right, according to LIS, that are in in Grand Gede. So we need to sit and be able to have a conversation with the leaders of the county. And Mr. Yaya Kim, Mr. Yaya, he talked about it. The people of the county, the leaders are also talking. So that's why it is important for us to work together as a team. Because when we work together, we'll be able to find solution to our problems. GGA cannot come from the back and just say, hey, the people in the forest need to leave. Whereas another thing, and one thing Mr. Yaya said, Senator Yaya, the caucus chair, he said the people themselves, even Representative DB, the people themselves in the forest, they are actually encouraging these people to stay and they advocate for the people to be there and give things out to them. However, desperate time calls for desperate measure. We want to know if these people have the full understanding, the risk factor involved to have these people going into our country, taking the land and doing all these things. So that's why we are trying to make sure we work together as a team and educate them. Because GTA coming from the back and leaving all the other people in the front, we don't know what they are doing. These people, we need to be able to ask our leaders in the county. We also need to make sure, hey, we are wanting to work together. What is going on here, my people? Then GTA just going and stepping in, because the amount of costs we have, so many costs we have to
Okay,
deal
Madam.
with issues.
Okay, Madam President, your graduate association president in America, your superintendent is in trouble. What will you say in his crisis?
When you say the superintendent is in trouble, what do you mean?
Burkina Faso, he signed contract with Burkina Faso or investor, then the citizens are not aware of what he's doing in the BI district. So right now he's in Montreal, and I don't know you are in communication with him, but he's in real trouble.
So when it comes to you're talking about the 500 acres of land, right?
Correct.
Great. I just wanted to make sure I have you, and I understand you before I can address the question. So when it comes to the 5 acres of land, Grand Gede Association, the incident took place, I believe, on the 18th of October. And I stand to be corrected. I don't have the exact date, but my best guess going to be October 18th, right? So when that incident happened, when we got the information, the first thing we decided to do, like we have a system that we follow in a system. If it's not broken, no need to fix it. So we always want to be able to identify a problem, and then we put an intervention in place and see what can be done to resolve the problem. So here are the steps that were taken by this national administration, GGAA. The first thing we did, we engaged Representative Jacob DB, the representative of that district that we are talking about. We did we drew out some questions. Number one, are you aware of the land issue? Did the superintendent and got you involved about his action, his activity that he informed you he was going to take such action? And all the caucus members that we talked to, they all denied. They said they were never informed of such action. I also placed a call to the president of the college because he once served as a Kennedy for that district, and President Boto, Eric Boto. And I asked him to if he was informed about the whole land deal, and he said he was never engaged by the superintendent or informed before taking such action. So we spoke to all the caucus members. They were not happy with the superintendent decision. And people would think that when something happened, with GGA has to jump because it just happened. We don't want to. We are representing people. We are talking about people's lives. If a little mistake you make, they create problem for the people. So this is why we want to be able to take our own time and be able to follow through with things. The superintendent and we had a phone tag. He calls, he missed me, I call, we missed each other a couple of times regarding this issue because we wanted to hear from him, right? And listening to everyone, we decided to be able to go alongside with the county authority, whatever the government of Liberia decides to do, because the lands of my minister, there were two people I believe, two people suspended and two people dismissed. So all of that, we look at everything, and the caucus team, they all pretty much spoke in one tone. They were not pleased with his action. We talked to Senator Yaya, and I want to extend special thanks to him because he took so much time out of his busy schedule to answer questions from us. So on that phone was the National Vice President and Mr. Isaac Nawa and our SG, Mr. Christopher Queer. We were on the phone, the three of us with Mr. Yaya, Senator Yaya, and he took the time. We asked. Some of the questions that were asked was, Mr. Yaya, Senator Yaya, with this, if it comes to the land, right? Would someone just go ahead and take and just sign a lease? And do you think the superintendent is in the right lane to do such thing? He said no. And I asked him, I said, so what is the process? The process is to be able to go to the people, which is the elders. You get your travel certificate. From the travel certificate, you go and probate the deed. From probating the deed, you go to the land authority before you can do all of that. So there are, according to what we got from him, there were steps missing. So we said, oh, okay. So when those steps, and the people from there, about 30 people went to Monrovia to meet with the caucus team, and they also met with the lands and mines and other people to file a grievance with them. People from the district, and they also met people and other people from Monrovia joined them with the total number of 30 people that came up. And then you have the students, you have other people, right? So at this point in time, we already have our statement out there. The first thing when it happened, we put out a statement and we said we are investigating, and whatever it is, we'll be able to get back to the people and update them and let them know our position. And we put out our position statement, and the position statement is that we stand with the county and also with the government of Liberia, and whatever decision we will be able to follow. We'll be able to gladly accept with that.
So your position statement, do you adhere to whatever he did? Is that a right thing he did? Or as a president of the Grand Youth Association in America, and you have people from that district, who are for example, my great grandparent from over there, and that 500 acre land he talking about, I got 200 acre in there. So what is your actual position statement that you put up that will convince the Grand Gideon in America?
And to be honest with you, like you said, with the issue of the superintendent, if you said, oh, do you think it was okay? Or did I hear you say if I, what's my thought process, if it's okay or not? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So let me, first of all, GGAA, we feel that there's violation of our agreement. And this is what I say, there's a violation of our agreement. If you can recall, I said I flew into Liberia. I met with the caucus team. And at that meeting, then this current superintendent was representative at that time. He was in our meeting. They all pledged for us to work together as a team. I said, no matter what you guys do, make sure you get involved. Let's work together. It is important for us to be able to unite and work together. They all agree. And we said, if we work together, we will do a lot for our people and for ourselves. Right? All right. So when he gonna take such an action, we were not also in the know of that. GGAA, he did not even, we have a chat room. The union has a chat room with the county leadership. There was no call placed to us. We didn't know anything. And I just want people to take the time, whether you support the superintendent, you did not, I mean, you are not supporting the superintendent action. And this goes to any leader of the county. All right. Anybody who is holding, like actually in the capacity as a leader for Grand Gedeh County right now, this goes to the entire leaders of the county. We as Grand Gedehs in America, we do not sleep. We work very hard for our monies. We focus on them, the people in the county, and flying to Liberia to meet with them and say, look, let's work together. And for them to say, oh yes, let's do this. We are not playing with me business. We are not joking. Creating a chat room to say, look, you know what, when we are doing stuff, anything we do, we'll let you guys know we are not playing with me business. All right? We need to be involved. This is an organization that actually, look, I can tell you, imagine not just every one of us in this country. We don't sleep. For example, I'm a registered nurse, but there are other nurses that living fabulous lifestyle than I do because I can barely sleep, worrying about my people, trying to see what can be done. There are a lot of people right now. The national vice president, he flew into Liberia too when I was there. How many times you're gonna have a leadership, the entire leader, like the VP and the president go to Liberia just for the sake of our county? And then people think they're gonna just do things and pull us aside. So when it comes to the superintendent, by now he should know us, right? He should know where we stand. We are not just people that can just be pushed aside. But when the right thing needs to be done, we will encourage that to be done. We have, like for example, the first time we interacted with him, he was serving as the first time we interacted with him was, it had to do with the national and vice president Cone, but then he was serving as a vice presidential candidate. And we strongly felt that he misspoke when he said the children of Nima, needed justice. And he talked about the children was sold for money, and then he also talked about the children were placed into well. And those were the same kind of comments that people made during the war that was against the Grenadians. So we call him and we brought that to his attention. And that was, and that was not easy when we dealt with him. Until you can send it to Superintendent Grant, I must I must be, and trust me, brother, I love you to death because you're from my county. But when you are dealing with him, it can be very difficult to deal with him, especially when he focuses on certain things. To get him to, he thinks that wherever he wants to see must be done. And
Okay,
when we talk,
Madam President, do you actually know Superintendent Grant? Actually,
I have seen him. I would say maybe 2 times. So I know him, but I know him when he was representative, and I also know him as a superintendent. When I went to the county recently, I met him, and I also met with him when I met with the caucus in Liberia. But why am I saying this? I said, Mr. Kuhn, when we had the issue with Mr. Kuhn, the first thing he said, why you guys think the man is referring to crime people? Is it because when you baboon, they said that you ugly, then you because you in the room, then you think that they're referring to you? Can you imagine that? He said that to us.
Madam President, I'm not laughing because of this, but they said according to reliable sources, your liaison officer, you have a liaison officer on the ground. I don't know where is he situated, but he's weak. It's not actually relaying or development activity to you. So I mean, I don't know Balu, eh? Balu is a liaison officer. I don't know who is he.
Who Balu? Patrick?
Patrick Balu or something. How you spell
Oh,
it?
Mr. Patrick Bolu. You say he's weak?
No,
Or
it's
you
it's
met
it's not it's
or
not it's
you
not
or
actually
you
it's
actually
not
saying he's very strong.
no
Did
it's
you
not actually it's disseminating information as it unfold. So this is why we are caught up in a Burkina Faso thing in Grand Gedeh County. So I don't know what county does he where he from? Which
okay?
county?
So, and I just don't want us to flake from statement topic to topic.
Yeah.
No,
But what
it's
you
not
are
a
saying,
topic.
I
It's
will
not a
go
topic.
back to what you're trying to say, and I want because I'm on this line tonight, and I'm here to be able. That's what I ask you. I said, are you speaking about Patrick
Mhm.
Bolu?
Yeah, Patrick Ball.
Let me tell you about Patrick. For those who don't know Patrick, Patrick lives in Liberia. Patrick does not have a full-time job, but Patrick lived his life to make a difference for this union and our people. Patrick, how many hours away? But when you call him, sometimes we ask Patrick, when do you sleep? You see, most of the stuff in the in fact, that he works with most of the community. These people, I think you and him, y'all even worked together before, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
So if
He's
someone
somebody.
brought
That's
stuff
somebody.
like that to you, you should be one of those to be able to redirect the people. This man needs to be honored. We are looking for more of a Patrick Bodo. We're looking for someone who will actually sacrifice himself. Patrick? Patrick? Patrick is doing so much. If we have more of Patrick and Grangie there, we will be happy. And I take the time today on behalf of people who are actually giving such information to say, I'm deeply sorry to Patrick. And we appreciate everything that he's doing for our people. It is not easy. He's making the sacrifices, and we should recognize him now for what he's doing so we can have more of his kind. But thank you.
Okay, well, Big Color, you can go ahead.
Madam President, thank you for that clarification. Um, we as still on the Burkina Faso. I don't know what my co-host go on that side, but probably he read something. I don't know, but Madam President, the Burkina Faso issue,
We
as
were
I
talking
said,
about the issue of the superintendent, and he
yeah,
asked, and that's what we
okay,
were talking about.
okay. So the superintendent being the head of the county, since the Burkina Faso issue, I know you say you spoke with the caucus chair. He told you that the superintendent was wrong through the process. Since then, you as president, have you contacted the superintendent to inquire why he took the action he took? Like you
Like I
said,
said,
y'all have a chat room. He never communicated with you. Were you in any way, shape, or form able to reach out to him?
maybe you may have missed that.
Will you go grab the computer, please?
I'm on the phone. Thank you, hon. So I'm sorry, guys.
Sure.
That's
So,
okay.
like I said, I called him few times. He called me. We missed each other. We had a phone tag. And the reason is
Okay.
because we wanted to hear from him. That's what I said.
But Madam President, according to you, you said the caucus chair told you that the superintendent is in the wrong. And with your administration now, you agree with the caucus chair and the people within the county and any decision the government take, you stand by them. If for whatever reason now you have accepted the caucus chair decision, and according to the superintendent, 2 days ago when I spoke with him, he told me they are ongoing investigation. If he come out of that investigation victorious, what will you say? You are already
The
agreed
thing
that
is
he's
that
wrong.
we said that we didn't just come up with this decision. All right. Remember, the senator himself, he went on radio shows, right? He appeared. He even said that the man, the 30 years, in fact, the people should be able, anything that happened, they should be able to contact the man when it comes to the land. The Burkinabe guy. And he talked about the 30 years period. He talked about, so those things that he's, so there are few inconsistency in some of the things that were discussed on the show,
From
even though
who
we
end?
missed it for his end,
Who
because
is?
he said for his end, and the lawyer
Madam
that he
President,
had,
please
his
be
senior
specific.
advisor,
If you say his end, who the
the
his?
superintendent that we are talking about,
Oh,
Superintendent
okay.
and Grant.
All right, thank you.
Yes. And the reason we said that is you said you did not sign the document, right? But then you're talking about the how you call it, the county attorney general. He said he signed. So which document are we talking about? So he just went and signed a document that he is not in the know of, and he spoke at that time. The people were there. So how is he now saying he did not know about? I mean, the deal did not go through. And I heard the county attorney general spoke the last time. He was saying the county, and he spoke the last time, and he said that I just want you guys to know that the deal did not go through. Everything is crashed. So we're going back to business as usual. The whole thing was dismissed, but he signed document. So these people, that's what I'm coming to. That's what I'm saying here. We need to be able. Sometimes when people say something to you and being honest with you or anyone, then they think some people take it to take it personal, and it should not be like that. Like Mr. And the superintendent, if he knew he did something wrong or he did something, the fact that the way he even goes out there to talk, it reminds the administration what have happened in the past too. Imagine you're talking about an organization that you have no authority over, but when you're talking to the people as if we are working for him. I remember one of the interactions was he called. I think I was on my way as soon as I landed in your state, Arizona, when you guys had the women program was that day. He called because we're trying to study, and he said, "Oh, Madam President, you guys are sitting and the people are attacking me in Liberia. You people are not saying anything." That he wanted GGAA to write on his behalf to condemn the protest against him to be superintendent of the county. I told him, I said, we are not going to interfere in that because you are from the county. The president of Liberia has the right to be able to look. Hold on, please, Michael. I'm on shore.
Madam President, can you mute your phone? Madam President. When you get distracted in the back, you'll mute your phone. I don't want the audience to hear what you're talking in the back, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the president got interrupted, so she's trying to take care of business there. You know, she'll be back. We'll take guys so many to discuss. Please be patient with us. As you follow us, please share the show as well. This president is our president. She's answerable to us. And these are the problems we face in our country and our county, and we face from our various leaders. They will come with all these sweet platforms and lyrics and jazz and scare and Liberian men say vla, all these things. And we will pity their condition. You know. But when we put them into office, at the end of the day, they turn the arrow around. To use it on us.
Yeah, I understand.
Can you imagine? The county, Grand Gedeh County, is part of Liberia. Now, Burkina Faso, you listen to the president, she said 48, but no, according to the statistic now, we are about 60 somewhere. The Burkina Faso is about 60 somewhere, only in Grand Gedeh County. We have overcome the population of the citizen in Grand Gedeh County. But here comes the president again. The national president is coming back on, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, we are sorry that the national president has to go up immediately because she has something that was going on. She came out just now. Well, I'm not getting home. Madam President, please come back. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with her. I think her internet is kind of, I'm be honest, tripping. What is that there? They're not getting
Yeah, chill up. What you say?
It's in the black hole.
What black hole? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Want chicken.
Chicken what? What chicken?
Madam President, your people is talking about the internet. Your internet, please try to get.
What is it? Don't want your meal.
Come away. Come on. Come eat one.
Okay, the national president is back here. Wayne.
Yeah, man.
We look at this. Why is she not coming in though?
I mean, me, internet problem. Internet problem.
I know, but when she came on, when I tried to click it, it went back. So.
Oh, she went back. She went back.
Yeah, when I try to click on it.
Okay. I got it.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, again, our president back. We're sorry for the interruption. As we say, this thing, internet and other issues down here, that's technical issue. We don't have control. Hey, please don't ask the president why should I get high speed internet. No, she do. But sometimes this thing trip. So thank God she handled it and she's back. So let us listen to our president. Yeah, Madam President, can you continue, please?
No, it actually the phone.
That's okay.
When you said hit mute and I just went off.
Yeah,
okay.
That's okay.
So what's your question?
Was talking about the superintendent called you when you came to honor our women program in the state of Arizona.
Exactly. So when I got the call, and it had to do with the people going to the Capitol building to protest against him, and he wanted GGA to speak on his behalf to condemn the act, and we said we're not going to get involved. We said the government of Liberia, the president, is at liberty to be able to appoint, the superintendent of the county, And anyone that he appoints, we will work with that individual. So therefore, we will stay clear of that. And that's why. And he got upset on the phone, you know. And the way oh, okay. So when you guys don't mind that the second time, remember when I talked about the vice president, Mr. Kuhn, when he said it, when you ugly baboon ugly when you say, oh, you in the room and you think you baboon. How sure the man was talking to us. So the second, and he got into like a verbal altercation with Mana Swing. The next thing was that day he said, if you guys now y'all don't want to, okay, if you don't do it, no matter what, I will be superintendent. And when you guys want to engage me, that's when I'm not going to be able to engage you. That's when you're going to talk. That's time I will not be willing. Or some side I said, is this considered a threat? I said, are you threatening us? I said, we are not going to do that. We are not going to support any act against the people to say, oh, condemn the people for going to Capitol building to camp. He said, oh, the people are like destroying things. That in fact they tried to hurt him, whereas other people are saying he was trying. So I said, but the people say you are also like trying to hurt citizens in the county. And he said, no, I did not. And we let it go. Right. With that, he was not happy, but he felt that he made it clear that if we don't support him, and if we at the time when if he's needed, because he knew that he was going to be pressed and superintendent, there is nothing. And when we want to engage him, that's when he's not going to engage us. So the way he talks, that kind of authoritative voice, it doesn't fly with everybody. It doesn't work. The next issue with the county meet, we had a heated debate again. You have the county people. We are working for our hard-earned money here to be able to support the sport team. All we ask is be transparent. Give us report. What did you do with the monies that we sent? Who did the players get the money? We need detailed financial report. That's all we want. The next thing, we got a budget of sending us money for them to do something at the youth center, television. We should buy all these things. And we said, look, did our team we put together, did they participate in the process? And he got upset when I asked if the people participated in the process. Oh, what you mean participate? In fact, I'm going to fire him right now. I said, why are you going to dismiss him? Dismiss him for what? I said, why would you dismiss him? Because he did not participate in a budget that you guys submitted to us. We appointed a team. And if anything, the team should be able to get back to the administration to tell us, hey, this is what's going on, and submit the budget, not for the budget to come from the county to us without them being part of the process. That is not going to work. And he got upset. He said, I'm going to Nima right now. When I come back, he's going to be dismissed. I say, is that supposed to be a threat? So the game in the county has to change. The leaders must be servant to the people. They must listen to people. They should be able to work for the people. So imagine if you can speak to us like this and speak to me on the phone, and we're having debate and stuff like that, and you take it like, yeah, he gets very upset when stuff like that. He does not like people to challenge him when you guys are having a debate. For those who know him will know exactly what I'm talking about. So the issue of the land stuff that came about, if you knew you did not sign document, if you knew you did not do X, Y, Z, make it clear to the people. But you don't have any document. The other guy is saying he signed document. Your senior advisor, who is the lawyer of all people, going to sign document. Later on, he said, oh, they forget about this. And we're supposed to say, oh, yeah, the man said the D is crashed.
Okay, man, Idepo, thank you very much. Let us jump in your project, that you undertake in Grand Gedeh County, specifically Swedru.
Honorable co-host. Honorable co-host.
Go ahead.
Honorable co-host, please. Honorable co-host, please slow down with this thing. Okay, please. We got a lot to go with this president. Let us take time. We got 2 hours. We got roughly
45
let's
more
say
minutes.
46 more minutes for the president to stay here.
Okay.
We got a lot of issue. People are listening. Let us take time. We have to open the line as well. So please, let us take time with this issue. Oh, thank you, Madam President. I think my co-host is just jumping because he want to hear things that he want to hear quick. But Madam President, with all of what you just said about our superintendent, the president of our county, the mayor we look up to, that he being so authoritative, and you as the national president for the Grand Gede Association in the diaspora, you are planning or you'll be taking on a huge project in county, good amount of million project in county. And you are saying this superintendent is not somebody that willing to work with you. He's not someone that even want to listen to you. Plus, we have the county development fund as well in county. Are you engaging the authority on ground to be able to contribute towards that project, or you only depending on the Grenadian within the US to take on your project?
And this is where I say we have a lot to do. Instead of focusing on division and giving credence to, like, people saying, oh, I don't want to do that, because we got serious issues, right? We are trying to work hard here to build a multi-purpose park in Grand Gede. And when we spoke to the caucus chair, Senator Yaya, they do not know what happened to the 2024 budget and the 2025 budget. When they asked the superintendent said it is not within their scope to ask him about the expenditure of that budget. And when I asked him, I said, is he right? He said, yes, that's something like that, but we are trying to overturn, and there's something now on the decks for us to be able to overturn that. He said he can only report to his immediate boss, which is the minister of the local government, so which is internal affairs, used to be. So that's the person who is his immediate boss that he's supposed to report to. But for courtesy's sake, though, right? We are working together. It's all about respect. It's all about teamwork. So the caucus now, they are representing us in the country, but they don't know what's going on. When they ask, oh, what happened? It's not just courtesy, even though if you are not supposed to do that. But what has about us working together? You guys think GGA is going to be able to only pump money into, like, in Grand there, and we don't know what happened to what's going on in Grand there? We made it clear. When we met with the caucus team, they all agreed that we're going to work together. And we said we want to participate. We do not want to just be the ones who, we just don't want to be donors. We want to participate in the process. We want to know what's going on in our county. We don't want people to just tell us exactly, oh, just relax, but be just donors. We had that example at the college. We set up a whole financial and system when the mighty woman of Grand Gede Association, under the leadership of Mana Etokwe J, when they donated the amount of over $9,000 to open the nursing school, we had a whole document signed that the people supposed to report to us. When I went to when I entered the county, I visited the college, and the college were able to give me report and show me where these things went, and how, and where, and the books that they said they bought. I went in there and looked and checked for those books. We must have a check system. They have to be able to tell us what happening to our the county development fund, what happening to whatever it is. When we carry such a project, everybody should welcome the project. Let me give you a typical example again. Okay, GGAA. We pretty much in the county became the highest donor for the late president and his wife program. GGA name was used to President Boakai when they requested for the program to be placed on hold GGA was used, and they said GGA leaders already travel and travel out of America to go to Liberia to attend the event. And they said that's one of the reasons why President Boaka actually said, oh, okay, the program must continue as planned. That's why we heard, right? GTA now enter the county. Before we left from here, Mother Beatrice Hansford Swain, she represent now become mother. The first lady lives from she's from now. So the now people heavily supported the program, and they sent the president to go and represent them. We spoke to we spoke to Mr. Isaac. We spoke to the guy that was in charge. Okay, we spoke to him, and he said that he asked. We said, please let us know when are we going to speak. He said, what time you guys want to speak? We said the day of the funeral. We went to the wakekeeping. There was a problem that night. The body was moved. They were supposed to go to it was supposed to go to Tucson. They brought it back, all kinds of stuff. When we got back to the wakekeeping night that night, they decided they called now association to speak, and they called Gigi. I said, no, we said we were going to speak during the funeral service. So they said, but Pastor, you can speak tonight, and then later on you can speak tomorrow. Somebody in the audience was telling me, I said, no, I don't want to take time away from other people. So at the program, only to go to the program that day, Gigi's name was never mentioned in the program on Saturday. I went to the superintendent. I said, how is GGA going to speak? Could not get a good answer. I asked few people, even I asked Mr. Isaac Nembo, how GGA going to speak when GGA is not listed in the place. I said, can you guys please put us on the schedule to speak? We came from here representing the union, only to find out that we are not listed on the program. You only had on Friday when it was not the arrangement. We already told you guys. So when we got in, when later on that day, they had to remove Bubble Youth from the program with the help of Mr. Jeremiah Sokin, who actually pushed that for us to be able to speak. Why should GTA in the first place be begging to speak that day? We should have been on the program. But it's all because if you and this person, if okay, if you don't do it my way, then it's a struggle. But if you guys bring the struggle on, those days are gone. We got social media, we got all the things. The whole world is like together now. We can see exactly what happened in the country. We can see everything. So we must work together. We are answerable to the people back home, and the people back home, they are answerable to us. We must work together as a team. So to answer your question, with that project, we are taking to Grand Gede, right? We made it known as GGA members and Grenadians here that we want to build a multi-purpose park alongside with the team in Liberia. We try to encourage them. Anybody who can support that, they will be recognized. Even President Boaka himself pledged to support the park, you know. And also, I just met with Mr. Musa Ability. He also said he's going to support that as well. Other people are making donations. If the leaders of the country do not support that, then we will see. This is not about us.
Then we will see what. Then we will see
We
what are you going to do when
will
even
see
your
exactly
caucus
who
chair
is.
told you that,
We will see exactly who's going to support or not support. That's what then we're going to know exactly what it is.
Madam President, we will see.
You're eating
Even the caucus chair told you that
it?
they don't have authority over the superintendent, I think because he was appointed by the president. And that his office, the county is his office. If he say he don't need you in county, what will you do? Will you force yourself to carry on your project there?
And let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you. I may appear timid to you, but don't let that deceive anyone. We are members of Grand Gede County. The, whatever it is that used to be done in the past, we need to work together. We should respect each other. We cannot go and take a project into the county without the people knowing about it. The people need to be informed. We need to work with our county leaders. No disrespect to anybody. Those days wherein the people would just watch the sea project going on and they don't even know, and we expect them to support it. No, we must respect our leaders by all means. Equally so, the leader must work with us too to get that team effort. They can choose. We are not going to force anybody, but also we're going to make it known. All right? We will speak out. We will not be intimidated. When the time is right, the best thing for us to do is to be able to work together to build that multi-purpose park. But if anyone thinks that you're going to get in the way and say, oh, no, it's not going to happen. We're not going to give you land. Why are you not going to give us land? Why you are not going to allow it to happen? Based on what? Will anybody say it's not going to happen? On what color? How? But even if that park is built on, let's say, the superintendent leadership, the credit goes to him as well, though. That was during his time. If the park is built under the leadership of the caucus that is now settled, it is that credit. Senator Yaya would say, oh, when I was caucus chair, we helped to build this park. Senator Pena would say the same thing. DB would say this, and Representative DB would say the same thing. Johnson would say the same thing. All of them gonna be, they will take pride in that. So why can't we work together? But if you don't want to work with us,
No, are
that's
you
gonna
saying
say
because,
them.
are you saying because they're going to they'll take the credit? So even if they not contribute, if even the county development fund that they have been misused by the leadership, you are still going to take on that project because you got donors that have donated to you to carry on that project. Is that what we are hearing, Madam President?
The project is a project that is signed for Green Gidens to do, and I have no doubt that the Green Gidens are willing in the diaspora to be able to build the park. But at the same time, we also need the help of the people back home. A teamwork makes a dream work. Because if you are representing the county and you are serving in the government in the county, this park going to benefit the people that you work with, the people that you are working for. Okay? So regardless of what it is.
Madam
So,
President, are you going to write the
let me come
superintendent
in.
for
Let me come
part
in.
of the county development fund?
Let me come in.
What you say?
Let me ask the
Are you
president.
going to make sure that the superintendent be able to contribute towards that project, since indeed the county have a county development fund as well? Or because you have your people willing to take on the project, you don't care, you're going to carry on the project, even when they don't contribute?
What I can tell you, we will find out what's going on in our county. We have the right to know. We need to know what's happening to the funds. We need to know that. But equally so, if they say, oh, no, they're not going to participate, we still have the project to build. We already got money from people. The people are ready. They're settled for that. And we're definitely going to be able to provide that to them. But at the same time, it's not going to be like, hey, business as usual. People, that's why we engage in the people. The people are willing to do those things. For real. Like when I went to the county, the president of the college, you know what the president of the college did? The president of the college gave me his house. The VP, we all stopped at the president's house. We didn't have to worry about anybody. We didn't have to worry about coke. We didn't have to worry about anything. He's willing. He's loving around for that same park. So the people that are willing, they're going to do it. But anyone who does not want to participate, then we know. And at the same time, it's just not the park. We want to know what happening to the county development funds. We're talking about students, talking about that tuition is not being paid. All these things. Then the superintendent is saying, okay, our 2024 and 2025 budget, we don't know what happened. We need to know. It's a need to know. We must know.
So, Madam President,
Okay, the co-host.
let me come in. Madam President, what is the
All right.
rapport with the tri-part? Did I say tri-part? That the three district. Because when one is broken, it's a part. one is in a tour the people got they call it tripod. So when one collapse, the other two can stand. So what is the rapport between the the, 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 the three parts, which is the tripod, the Boston district, the Chen district, and the Kulamo district within America? What's the rapport?
We we have a good working relationship when it comes to Kunamba District. If you're talking about the organizations, right?
Correct.
Okay. When it comes to Kunamba District, President Willie is doing a great job. She's doing fantastic job. And also President Brian Jai is also working very hard. You saw the convention that they just pulled up in Minnesota. The 3-day streets, we are working with the 3-day street. The multi-purpose park that we are talking about is going into Chien District. That's what we just give Kunamo District $5,000 towards that project. And we gave Boston District 5,000. And the reason is because the park has no link with the two districts. So we said we must help them with the activities that they are doing, which means the project they decide to undertake. And once they undertake whatever project right now, this is just a test for them. And we give them the money, and when the project, for example, what Kunamba District said they want to buy an ambulance. And if that ambulance is purchased and they give a detailed report, and we see what it is, we'll be able to donate to that next project. We only donate to project and we want to see results. We don't just want to donate because, hey, we're just donating money to people, right? So this 3 district, to answer your questions, we are very tight with this 3 district. When it comes to the leadership right now, I think the district of TN district is pretty much, I know the president and is struggling. He said he does not, Mr. Gede, Samuel, he said that he really does not want to be president, and apparently no one to replace him. So TN district is pretty much is not really carrying on activities. I can't remember when last they ever had event. So TN district we need to work with TN district to up her game. But the other two districts, when it comes to actually performing and carrying on activities, they are doing very well. But we are still working with the 3 districts. Are you guys done? So I can't go.
We got 6 more minutes left, so the president got to come out with parting statement so we can close up.
No, Wayne, Madam President, are you guys getting me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Pala.
Yesterday we had the opportunity of meeting Honorable Kanyo Bala, who is the chairperson for the Grand Gedeh Bar Association in Grand Gedeh or in Liberia. Presently, he based Morovia. We've been hearing about the Putu Mountain, the Putu Mining Company, whatever they call themselves. And we were told by the honorable man yesterday that there were concessions from 2010 to current that the county never benefited out of. And now the government again is planning to go back into Grand Gedeh again. They have visited other counties, like the Nema we're talking about now. The company that they are developing Nema. According to him, there are a couple of students now. The company is putting on a scholarship. But we have agreement since 2010 to current the county not benefit, and no one even know the agreement. Now up to current, we are coming back again with another concession agreement that no one in the county is aware of. But he is trying everything in his weak way to fight that. The guy in charge is not willing. He have contacted the bar association. They said they're going to fight it along with him. But he, as an individual, we got the caucus, we got the Grand Gede Association in America, we got the superintendent. What are you guys doing to join the fight with Honorable Kanio Bagbala? Because according to him, the agreement is getting to the edge of closing. Even though we don't know the company that is going in, even though we don't know what in the agreement, but it's at the edge of closing. So whether the caucus are well, whether the superintendent is well, whether the Grand Gede Association in the diaspora is well, we have no clue. So do you have anything to say about that, Madam President?
Okay, that's a good question. When it brings me to the issue of 2010 when I first went into my county to actually see Green Gede and say, oh yeah, I can remember this part of it. I know this part. I know I visited Green Gede at a young age, but to actually go and see my county that was to know how it really looks like was 2010. And thank God I traveled to Green Gede before meeting President Salif at that time. I went to Putu. They said, oh, this is the mining area. All I saw was Putu young men with bottle of water, some of them in their hands. And it was like a big deal, you know? And I saw some of the leaders of the company, like from different parts of the country. So with that, I'm like, maybe our people, they are not up to the level when it comes to the leadership. So it means that this is why I said when we're giving scholarship, we should focus in that direction as well, because we don't want our citizens not to be up to tax when it comes to money and other things wherein other people are going to come in the country and they're not going to be qualified because they didn't meet the qualification when it comes to education. So we need to actually be able to give our people scholarships so we can be able to fight that. Back to the topic on the discussion. Again, when I saw the place, I saw a building, a mud, you know, but I think they said dead black, right? So you guys know what so that's what it
Yeah.
had. So I went a couple of places and thank God. So then I went to Master Tajma Hospital on the assessment mission with the team. We all saw that. The building was just empty, refused to call it a hospital. And then when we saw the mining company, I mean, the people, they were going up the mountain area working, getting it. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, what is in this for green genius? I never had any money idea. I didn't even, but I just felt the need to ask because all the trainer were asking, what's the position? Oh yeah, we just there. Someone there at the gate holding water bottle. I'm like, what is this in it for us? So then we met with Mana Salif, and I think Mr. Christopher Billy was the superintendent then, and we all went to that meeting. And I remember he said, oh, thank God, Edie, you came because you spoke without fear. And there was no need to be afraid because I'm speaking to the president, so I should be able to speak to my president peacefully, respectfully, and express myself at will. So I asked her, I said, Madam President, you being the one, you came from America, you went to the best school, you are a female. I refuse to call a building that I went into to call it even a clinic. But then the money area, I re, why is it that people are building these kind of a building? Because the reason it reminded me was the Bombing Hills. If you guys know about Bombing Hill, they had LMC money
Yeah.
company. So when the people left, all those buildings collapsed because it seems that when they go into your area, they just build a building and rent it. They maintain it to the point where, and when they leave, if you don't maintain it, everything's gonna go, and everything's gonna be destroyed.
Collapse. Yeah.
So it reminded me about LMC. So I said, are we gonna be Green They're gonna be like LMC company? Because what I saw on the president, I saw the people building like mud houses and stuff. And she said, oh no, it's just like the people trying to explore right now to check the test the source. So I said, Madam President, so are you saying, for example, if somebody is trying to do a test on someone and they're going into your system as a human being, are they you gonna use the right instruments? Are they gonna use the proper equipment? And are you saying that because they are in our county and they're just trying to explore right now so they can just build anything? They're supposed to build the best for us. Because whatever they take in the process of doing that, they will take it with them. And then she said something, and that's when the education business came out. And she was talking about how some teachers were coming to Liberia, and I didn't want to. So that's how that conversation ended. But to prove a point, when I went back to Grand Gede 2021, I went back the same exact place. They have like holes all in the building, the bucket all eating those things, the bushes. In fact, they told me, they said, be careful so snake can bite you because and they have people at the gate, right? They have people at the gate saying they are security taking care of the area. But these people left those buildings. They're paying people to be at the gate. How is the grass growing so tall to a place, and we had to even pay money to sleep in the place that people like, but you got to walk through the grass to go through. So there was no maintenance, and then the holes and everything. The same thing I told the president about. That's what happened. So if Mr. Kanye Bala is talking about what he's talking about, we need to be careful, Grandians. We should not allow history to repeat itself. If it happened in Bombing Hills or other places, there's a strong because these people they want before they can come, they have the ideas, what they're looking for, that business the people are looking for. So if the people are coming to do business and you're giving them things, they should be able to give you the best. Let us be able to go through the document when we get off this line. Tomorrow, I will be able to reach out to some people, the caucus team as well, and also reach out to, I think, Mr. Soken is one of those two that head of that, and we'll be able to reach to Mr. Kanye Bada. We have our own lawyers, right? Why we can use them to read some of those documents? Like GGA project right now, the lawyer we have, Tom Mona, in America. Tom Mona is the one who read our contract. When he looked at the contract, he ripped it apart. We almost, he said, no, it's not okay. That's when we reached out again. He said, I'm the lawyer here in America, but Gigi will need a lawyer in Liberia. So we said, but then I reached out to Mr. and Councilor Bala, Kanye Bala. That's how we reached out to him. When I spoke to him, and I said, but you in Liberia here, and your son, Mr. Bala, can you please join GGA so we can work together? Because we need you. And he was able to put the bidding document, everything together as we speak now. He's member of GGAA. So it's all about us trying to reach out to people who can get things done. If the lawyers, we got the Grand Jude and Bar Association, we give that thing to them to read and break it down. We shouldn't just think that, hey, oh no, we can do it all by ourselves. Let's work together, people. Because when that deal is signed, whatever it is, we're gonna be the one to suffer it. So it's a good thing that this is because he spoke again on Prince Double show. So we just gotta reach out to him and see what we can do, and reach out to everybody and respectfully engage them and plead with them so we can be able to get the best out of that deal. And I'm sure with Mr. Yaya, you guys know Mr. Yaya, he doesn't shy away from stuff. And Jeremiah Sokin, on our panel, DB, DB, and Johnson, plus the content leaders, they should find they will find reason for us to be able to get the best out of that deal.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam President. You have been lengthily entertaining with us on this platform, and I want to appreciate your presence. And with my host, Honorable Omega Kara, who would like to appreciate your presence. For going through the process and what have you educating you all while it's going on with Grand Gedeh County. So we'll speak to you another time. When you have the time, just let us know. Oh, I want to come on for the Gedeh. We are here to serve the people. So thank you very much once more. And my my host will come up with and then you can come up with your parting statement so we can close the thing. So it's almost your 2 o'clock that the 2 hour that you promised us.
Thank you. My co-host is getting hungry, so I think we need to take care of the stuff. But do we have anyone? Another co-host, is any question online there or
Yeah,
comments?
I got a question for James. James Gedeh is in C4. He's asking a specific question that for the president that just your ground now selling 500 acre of land. I don't know who he's selling it to, but he want to know how he got the land being sold. How he happy. The question just how Grant is not here right now. That's why I
But the
told him.
land was not, it was not sold, just to make that correction. And the issue of the bid was the land, it was almost leased out, and that was canceled. So there was nothing such as, selling the land of the 500 acres. The topic on the discussion was the lease agreement, and that was crashed
So you know it for.
from what we heard. You heard for the internet? Yes.
Okay, Madam President. Thank you
At
very
the
much.
time they did the dismissal.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam President. Omega Kala, we got to climb out this thing so we can get out
So besides that, we want to open the line. Do we have anyone that want to call in? If you have any question for the national president, that's what she's here for. Uh, we don't want to tell you who she is, but I think you heard from her, and everything that she has exhibit here, I think it's all. Let me not talk. Any question for the national president?
I
You
don't
want
think
to
so.
call this number, local number and WhatsApp number is 218-213-4053. So the number is pinned there on here. You can call the number and then we go from there.
I don't think there's no caller. I've not seen anything beeping on my phone yet. So let us get an honorable president, retirement, so she can. She got a lot of things. She got a lot of presidential activity to attend. So we can't be holding her up yet.
Okay, thank you. No question. We would like the national president to give in comment, please.
Okay. Thanks again to Voice of Jeter, my own chairman, our GGA hardworking leader, our Omika Color, and also Mr. Augusta, when you've been here for a long time in the Jeter community. And your brother, to your late brother, I remember when I was arrested in New York, he was one of those that carried the story. So your family, when I was arrested, advocating for the war to come to an end in Liberia. Your brother was one of those that carried the story. So your family is doing well when it comes to fighting for our Gede community in Liberia. May his soul rest in peace. Mr. Wayne, you asked a question. Madam President, how are we going to connect this dream? GGAD broke away, and then Mr. Gilmer is coming with another team. Don't you think if this person take away this number and the other person take away this number? But I put the challenge before you, sir. Please, let me ask you,
Hello?
Mr. Augusta Wayne.
Yeah,
I
what's
know
up?
you are you there?
Go ahead, Madam President. Wayne, please mute your phone.
And this is going to Mr. Augusta Wayne. So, Mr. Wayne, I believed you are one of those who actually is like working alongside when it, some people who are trying to stay away. So
Oh,
if you
okay,
are
Madam President, before you end, we got a caller from Liberia, and then they want to talk to you. So
okay,
okay, okay, go ahead, Honore.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and listen to you.
Okay. So thanks, Augustus, and thanks to Jimmy Kala. My name is Patrick Golden, and I would thank the president for her brilliant performance tonight on the show. All I want to say is may God keep blessing her leadership and God keep inspiring her. And may God keep blessing for such Gede for the wonderful work he continues to do for the people of Grand Gede. I mean, maybe someday maybe we'll have a time to talk to our people and know exactly everything the president has explained and talk about, maybe to expand on that. Thank you very kindly.
Yeah, but we got a question for you, Mr. Badu. I don't know why you're why you're started right now.
Well, I think the president has spoken to my status, and I don't want to go back and forth, but just to correct you on what you said earlier, I am not the liaison officer of Grand Gede Association Americas. Honorable Wanda Yubote, our able chairman, represents Grand Gede Association in Liberia as a liaison officer, and he has been in and out of Grand Gede or Chu. In fact, he was there recently for the groundbreaking, and so I'm the press secretary to the association, and that's why my work is Mr. to communication for the union and all these districts of the county as well as section organizations of the county. So if you put on my page, you'll see almost everything about Grand Gede Association, Grand Gede County, and all the organizations working with Grand Gede Association in Americas.
Okay, thank you very much for your call, and we appreciate your call on the show. I mean, yes, entertain. I mean, invite other people. That the president will be back here on our show. So, I mean, Mr. Badu, we appreciate you a lot.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your hard work and your sacrifice too. And I say hi to Omega Kala for his show as well too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for calling. Madam President, you can take it from there. Can you imagine the time in Liberia? So this man, we are doing a job, 10 o'clock.
and Mr. Color, I want to be able to see you and see Wayne when I talk, please. So just make the screen a way that I can actually look up and look Mr. Wayne in the face.
Okay, hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on.
he shouldn't hide his ear.
Oh, hold on. I can't. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead now. You see it all right there.
Okay, Mr. Wayne, I can see you.
I'm never hungry, so but anyway, go ahead.
I don't know if you heard me, but let me start over because it's very important. It has to do with the issue of unity and the issue of GGAD. The question that you posted to me when you said that GGAD had some members, and now Mr. Gilman, you remember that question?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said
Now
when
you
people
lose,
try
yeah, and then you lose out of population.
exactly. So, like, I was talking to you before Mr. Bowler came in. I want to take this to you tonight. I want you to do it for your late brother. Your late brother, you know exactly the person that I'm talking about. He the one that recorded, that took the story in New York. He was one of those when I was arrested, advocating for Liberia, for the war to come to an end. And your late brother, carry the story in the community as well. You are now, you came exactly like after your brother, you started doing IT work, you started working for Gede Association long time. It is time for us to see result, my brother. It is time for us to work together. It is time for us to put away all the bitterness in the community, right? For you, Mr. Wayne, I look forward to you. This is a challenge. You have identified a problem. I want you to be one of those to bring the solution. So I want you to look right in the midst where you are. You are amongst the people that trying to separate this community. I want you to be the voice of Riesling. I want you to do it, if not for anybody else, just do it for your brother. He worked hard before he expired, and he worked very, very hard for this community. I'm sure when he was doing that, he did not anticipate that his brother would be one of those to check in for division. You came after him and you must finish his work. Wherever it is, I want you to imagine a child tonight in Gede going to sleep without food. I want you to look me in the face and remember that day in Minnesota when I lost the election and gave President Ubate $1,000 he and his team to start up with. I want you to understand that it took love for my county and my people. It did not mean that I have money or the team have money to waste. I want you to look at me tonight to understand when I lost the election, every step of the way I was guarding President Ubate, working alongside with the Ubate's team. Here am I today. People that voted against me are now on my side. When you touch me, likes of Prince Pine, I can name and go on and on. You see how the union now is gemmed with happiness. The growth is going very high. I want you to be part of that process. Do not take away from your family. Be remembered like I remember your brother. This life is too short. Talk to anybody, reach out to anyone near you. Say, what are we? The thing that we're trying to do is not in our favor. It's not good. It's not good for our county. It's not good for our people. We cannot be me and myself. It is, if it is did not go my way, then it cannot be. It is about working together. Whoever is in position of authority, we work together and see what we can do. I move forward. I want to send the message out there today that this administration, we are working very hard to make sure we do things for our people here. Look at the youth under the leadership of David Yano. See what they are doing. Today, I went at a funeral. Today alone, I went to a funeral. From a funeral, I'm here on this show. From this show, I'll be driving almost 2 hours, 30 minutes to go to an event. That's how much GGA is taking our time. We don't sleep. We're working. So the people that are in the county, GGAA will work with you. The leaders that work together, that forget about, oh, if it is not my way, it's not going to be anybody's way. It must be me. Let's work together, family. We are happy so far for what we are seeing now. People are working together. That we're trying to make sure we hold people accountable. You must inspect what you expect and inspect what you expect. If you don't do that, you are prone to fail. And if you inspect what you expect and inspect what you inspect and you don't see what you want to see, you must take action, problem intervention. No matter what it is, whether the person is on your side or not, be ready to look up and look at someone in the face and say, you are dead wrong, but I love you. I can guarantee you people, there's light at the end of the tunnel that I can see in Grand Gedeh and everywhere in Liberia. The business is not going to be like before. People are wide awake. We can see through. So you either get with the game of doing the right thing or stay alone and feel miserably by doing the wrong thing. We will speak out respectfully. We look forward to working with everyone. And I say thank you guys for giving me and on behalf of GGAA for giving us the time tonight to speak to you all. We are proud of you people and let's work together to get the multi-purpose park built as soon as we can. Thanks again, team.
All right, man. Mr. Kala, you got to take over so we can close it here. It's 2 hour round.
Yeah, it's 2 hours, 1 minute. Yeah. Just give your parting comment, please.
I mean, thank you very much for the engineer.
Put your face on. When you finish, you will eat.
Thank you
I
very
told
much.
you I want to see your face.
And why you hollering for the national president?
I
A
know,
fool
I
doing
know.
hollering?
And you
Okay,
gotta reply to
thank you
you
very
gotta
much
answer my
to
question too, to my
DOG, our
request.
listener.
And the president say her question is on the floor. You respond to it before you get your parting comment.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I cannot. I don't know. She wants me to work in a media communication area, but I mean, I'm willing to help her
That's a
go for
yes.
administration.
Give yourself a
So,
hand clap.
yeah, so I mean, I'm here. Madam President. If you want me to work in your media institution, I can attach to Balu. I know we can do that. We can make a difference. So
But now her media
I'm
institution.
not, Madam
Don't
President.
change it.
I'm not look. I'm not who am I? You are looking at after the commotion for in the hall, and those guys did not vote, and I was it. That was it. I didn't even go for the election, so I'm not part of whatever you think I am. So I promise you, just give my green letter, and I will work alongside with you.
GGAA all the way. Clap, clap, clap.
Madam President,
Yeah, go ahead.
the question you ask they may be begging for different things. They may looking for a position in your administration. That's not what you're asking for.
No, he answered. He doesn't have to. He said he was never part of the because I actually said that he is actually surrounded by the group that wants to go against the union that want to break away. I
When
said
you say the group,
he's
we
part
talking
of that.
about Honorable Daniel Pine?
Mr. Tyler Pine is one of those.
Okay.
Yes, he's one of those.
No, I
In
just want
fact,
to
the
make sure
idea
whether Honorable J.J. Dennis is there too.
he's one of those too. Yes.
I want to work on the PRO. That's all.
So now, are you still going to work on the PRO or to bring division?
If I can get a green letter for you at the appointment, I
You see
went
there?
as granted that what I prefer to
No, you got
grant
to
Congress.
answer. So, are you holding on because of position, or you going to do what's right? Now, I'm the one to interview you, huh?
Uh-huh.
So,
They turn around.
I am waiting. I am waiting. You have as long as you want to maybe to work in the publicity or department. I am waiting to work with the national administration, not because of
to,
graduate,
to
not
help
because
to
of what
help
they did.
to help to bring people on board.
to bring peace, to bring people on board, to reach
No,
Yeah.
out to
to bring
people,
peace
to
up,
send a message.
to bring people on board, man. President, you got to set up a committee. I can't promise you that.
Committee like what? No,
Committee
I
on
just want you to reach out
reconciliation.
like I'm reaching out to you. I said we try to reach out like I'm reaching out to you now.
Yeah, man. President, committee on reconciliation. It has to
Okay.
have a committee.
Okay. That's your recommendation, right?
Right.
And in the interim, you are with the national if you can get a message through to come on board.
No, I'm not begging for a letter. I'm not begging for a green letter. If you appoint me, that's graduate association will work.
Amen. We got that.
Well, thank you,
Great
Honorable
job.
Bain. Now my co-host coming to go to national administration now, so he will be biased. But anyway,
No.
we'll stay,
He
we can
gonna
stay take him, we can still take him from there and find someone else when he being biased. But again, thank you. This was a nice one,
no, when it
Madam
comes to
President.
GGA, he can step aside, and then after GGA, he can come in.
Yeah, because he too biased. The man, you can close yourself now, so you eat small, man. I know it will take a long time. Yeah. But anyway, let's keep it like that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the fun part of the media sector. Sometimes we got to put him on in there. We want to commend
Right.
the national president for coming on this platform. To some of you who feel that we're being too harsh on the national president, no. Those of you in Liberia, I want to speak to you mostly. Our leadership. You see me in this orange t-shirt. There's a reason why I wore this t-shirt today.
Hmm.
And the only reason here is to tell you people how much some of all love our county and our people. And those of you that were elected, you sit there and be given $5. You choose to abuse them intelligently or depriving them on their benefits. What am I saying this to say? We just spoke on the county development fund. They said county development fund. They not say fund for individual beneficiary. And the county surprises of the people or comprises of the people that live within the county. How do these people benefit? The development you're going to care on in the county will help them. Whether road construction, whether infrastructure, that will help. Instead, look at what the national president is saying. The superintendent can account for a fund that was sent to him for the county team. Now, do we know the stand of the county team this year? How disgraceful it is to us. Other counties are practicing. We never hear any rumor that Grand Gedeh County or team is getting prepared by having district lead and other things. None of such we heard.
And I'm sorry, can I make a clarification on that county stuff?
Go ahead.
Yeah. When we refused last year to send money to the county authority,
Okay.
we only gave the money to our people because our team did not participate in the establishment of the budget.
Okay.
So, like I said, so I just want to clarify that he didn't refuse what he refused to do. When I called him, I said our people needed to be part of the process to get involved into putting the budget together. That's when he got upset and said that he was going to fire the guy because the mayor was supposed to be grateful and call him to tell him thanks for the appointment. And he was on his way to Nima and something like that. And we had some heated disagreement, and we ended the conversation. But we did not send him money because we refused the fact that he did not put our team on as part of establishing the budget. We refused to send money to the county so we send the money somewhere
So you
else.
fired the man. Well, even
Mhm.
Madam President,
He did not fire him. We decided
Madam
not to
President,
work
they're
with
not
him.
worried clarification. There are people in the US or in the diaspora that have sent money. Will listen to advocate that they're saying that even the second place, the fund that was given to the county team was not accounted for or accounted for. That's what the other citizens want on the riot. They said they want those ahead of the county team should be changed and be replaced. The superintendent refused.
And this is
That's
why
why
GGA, when it
no.
comes to that, this is why GGA is not willing to participate this year into the county league. Because the year before last, we participated, there was no report, we agreed. And then later on, we got a team and they said, They were going to give a report. We did not get comprehensive report. And based on that, until we can find a team, because we said if the money is coming from Ministry of Sports, Youth and Sports, we want to know how much coming from there and how much the county is bringing and how much is GG. We need to know. It can't just be like
So
GGA just making donation. And it's the fact that we
I
didn't know
understand, and
exactly. That's why.
Madam President,
Mhm.
I know we want you to go. I'm not pushing you to send money as GGAA. But then who are we affecting? These players. I was a soccer player. I know why it takes to sit down there and run around. And at the end of the day, you don't benefit. Is that because
But
of our people or in
But
leadership?
how do we send the money because we don't know if they're gonna benefit or not? We trusted the system that we had, right? Then when they look at what happened at the school. So am I gonna go to donors and ask them to send money until we can get until people can be accountable? We are not gonna be struggling here sending money and then we say we're going to we ask, check this out, right? They said they gave the players money. Okay, who the players they give money again? Are the list of the players? We don't have the list of the players. We need a list of the players and the names and number. And do you guys have video to show that you're getting the money? We don't have the video. They just get a report and say,
You know,
"Oh,
that
we
time
get the
though,
people money."
that time all the internet was not functioning in Liberia. But
And
on
we
a
can.
serious note, though, I understand that, and I'm in support of you not sending money there. But like I said, these poor players that are representing the county, they're going to feel it. And, so I think what
And
we
then
can do, Madam
maybe that will draw
President,
attention to the government too, because the government then we need to know. Because
I
all
think
we
what
need to know how much is youth in sport bringing into the county, how much is it. Let us be part of the process. We can just send money in and we don't know what happening to that and we don't know how much coming in. All we got to do is send money until they can get to a point.
Madam President, we need to get you the platform again. My co-host is getting mad.
Yeah,
You
I'm
will get
done.
the platform any day call for the platform. And the platform is open. Any sectional organization, any individual who want to do, make sure you can contact us. The numbers are there. Even if you contact the Print Double Show, you say you want to deal with Voice of Gede, he will give you the platform as well. So the platform is open. The good thing about us that make us different from other platforms, when you are on this platform, you'll be in Grand Gede County. So to those that are following the Voice of Gede 88.5 FM, you are getting all live here. Even if you're in America, you're in Europe, any part of the world, if you don't want to go on Facebook, like watch us, you can listen to us as well. So that's the advantage that this station have compared to media outlet. So we are not running competition. We are telling you what make us different. And, so you will be here live in everything that we're talking about with the national president. When you get the radio, it's playing in Liberia now in Grand Gede County, around the world, those who following us. So it's one good advantage that we get. So if you want to wish your man happy birthday in Liberia, you contact the Voice of Gede, you can buy your card, and we'll give you that time. Come on, you can greet your people. You can even buy it from Liberia. We can play it from there as well. You still follow it. So thank you. I want to thank the national president for what she continues to do for this community. I one of the men who used to have problem with women leading me, women being head of me because I got a concept that I'm man, so I know everything. No woman can be there. But the dynamic have been changed. Let me just tell you. From the ladies that in this community that are leading, when I start from the bottom, before I get to the top, you'll be surprised. And, in our Grand Gede community, the women are heading chapters. They are just doing the extraordinary. Then when you come to the sectional organization, you see this small little woman here who is heading the Kunabo district. I say small because inside, but if I'm older than her, that does not mean I call her small. I'm just talking about her size. See, the Englishman says, see the kind of big heart she gets for people. The passion. The lady is crying for her ambulance to go to her district to be able to transport sick people to the clinic. And we are talking about, we got mountains that have resources that will not be struggling around when we do our 8 hour to club it, to buy ambulance, to buy syringe, to buy needle, to even buy bear before they shit, gloves, to be able to treat our people. You go to the hospital, you got to buy gloves for the nurses or the doctor to wear before your people take treatment, before they test your patient. And this lady said, since I've been elevated to the presidency of the clinical district, this is what I'm going to do for my people. That's Rena. And I don't want to come to the national president who have been an advocate. I can't talk about her. You know. So you have seen her, you heard her, you know what she stands for, year of passion. Don't go to man and say, we just, you know, like Brent may say, we jump from nowhere. She became an advocate for the Granadian diaspora voice. You know. But we the men who were there wanted women to serve us. Whole day they must be throwing pound ahead. You know, drinking water, everything they will sit down will crank our leg. Or why can't we support them? Why? Are they not human? Don't they have feeling? When they were doing it for all yesterday, we were excited. Why can't we put our hands around them? And I was speaking on this teacher. And now that I have money, I attended the convention, I was sat down. But I said, okay, I'm not attending the inaugural because it's a lot of things. Let me just pay for my own teacher. It's part of my contribution to the institution. And when they receive my money, they send my t-shirt to me. This is my first time wearing the t-shirt. How many of us that sat in our homes?
Mr. Kala, you are on a broadcast system, so I mean you gotta be moderate.
No, there's a passion. I'm not angry. There's a passion.
You gotta be moderate. You gotta be moderate.
Thank you, co-host. How many of us sat in our home that have this thought and say, look, Grand Gedeh Association is all about our country and our people. They $20 for the t-shirt, they $10 for the hat. My hat is I'll put it on because, you know, when you are paid for it, it will make a difference to the project the people talking about, to some other development within the. So I'm urging every one of us. As others are not Grand Gedeh, they are donating to the Purpose Park that we will be boasting in the USA. Well, we don't have conscience. Some of us are even posting there, but we don't have that conscience we're talking. We in the US, we don't want to pay that part. You know our business. And the people in the place that will say, well, but please, my people, former leaders, as I always said, former chair of the board, former member of the board, former leaders, president of chapters, and everyone is thinking about all Grand Gedeans who understand stuff that the people say. Tea and tongue can make flour, but at the end of the day, it comes together. What's the bigger picture that we're looking at? Our counting, our people. That what make us Grand Gedean. As Honorable Jero said, wait, when people come against us, then we'll either we're friendly. Then I down say, oh, my sister, you can't touch her. But what will make me brave not to go around your sister when now you and your sister, the time you're supposed to be together, you don't want to see your sister. Now, when I want to go against her, the time you come, you say you brother, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because you and your sister, you're not even friendly. So that's the right time we should unite, my people. Thank you. Voice of Gedeh platform is open. This is the voice of the people, the voice of the voiceless. My co-hosting I had, but he knows when he's ready, I don't stop him. But like you say, he too busy, he want to go. So he think I'm being hard. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the show. Thank you, Madam President. Thank our viewer, thank our listener. Keep following, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Voice of Gedeh is always here for you. Anytime, feel free. You can contact Honorable Bain, contact Honorable Prince Dower. Main, the station in Zwedu, Grand Gedeh County. The information will be here. Thank you very much and hope to talk to you when we talk to you. May the Almighty God bless you all and bless the voice of Gedeh. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you for being with us today.
All right.
And please try to send a green letter.
Hey.
I'm on it. Yo, bye, family.
Thank God.
She has a part of the rebel that opposing of administration. So I mean, she had to, she had to pin me down. That's so funny. All right, we're gonna be here 2 hours 20 minutes right now.
Yeah,
So
can you go off here, please?
yeah, okay, we can go off right now. That's it. That's it, gentlemen. We gotta see y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Yeah, see y'all again on our platform.